We got into a big debate about this yesterday and whether I could even sell those kind of images, and whether they have a copy, who's the copyright holder, etc. Okay. Not only that, I saw some of the most ridiculous ideas and conversations about this kind of content. So before we even go to this copyright register government website, right off the starting block, Diffusion explicitly gives you commercial use rights with the stuff that it helps you make. And that's a big deal to begin with. Now, let's go over to the Copyright Office. Now, some of the people in this conversation, had my first copyright registered with the office before they were even born. Formally registering isn't exactly the same thing as your copyright. It's more of reinforcing your copyright in the event that you had to go to court. It's something to help you, but if you have the original project files and stuff, that's also going to be just as much of a help. So what they're saying in this document about their policy is only one clue on how they're going to handle this kind of content and your copyright. This is how they're going to accept registrations, which could be something different than, do you have a copyright? And what they say in here explicitly is, if it's solely made on a prompt, then maybe you don't have any claim to it, which kind of makes sense. So if you took several things generated and then put them together in a file, traditional editing, then absolutely that's yours. And that's what exactly I've been doing. Is before I am close to producing a final output, I've already made something unique that these tools can't even produce them by themselves to begin with, and that's a critical piece. There is no prompt you can put in to possibly generate what you're seeing from me. So guess what? If you could register it with their office, that means a very strong indication of how the legal cards are going to fall. Secondly, I'm on over at Adobe. I'm waiting for my images to be reviewed. They are accepting these kind of images. They're taking a lot longer than Dreamstime, probably because Dreamstime, maybe they just don't want to do their job and they just click deny very quick to get your work done, isn't it that way? And yes, they did fall for the trap and said that one of the most marketable images ever made is not marketable. So I'm going to believe Adobe over some random person on the internet. And lastly, think of this as like a Roland 808. They would have said all the same stuff. Oh, like you're not playing an instrument. Can't be your copyright. It took me more instructions to make this than a rap beat on an 808. Adobe's not going to get